bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. They better got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Go here after your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That be lay, waist snatch, back, shrink, back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's
bag. I'm out of here, man. Gang. I make a splash, okay? Fill up a stash, okay?
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Desmond Bryant coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition.
Robert Woods. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, 39 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by John Johnson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And Graham's got it, complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Prescott from the gun. And able to find Graham, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A 1st down carry by Allen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Gun! Gun!
At after the interception. Here's Jackson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Jackson, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dominique Easley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Rams have got it back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Antonio Gates, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, LA. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make some...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, and he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gone! No.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen.
And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dez Bryant, 49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past it. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dominic Easley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. A dump off to Elliott. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Jackson now. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks from 21 yards away. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
46.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. And incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott to throw it. Airing it out for Hearns. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
56! Lucky 56!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move.
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D.
Again to Elliott. Powerful running. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
This is West. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. What do you think? 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Don't get nervous. What do you think?
They go to Elliott again, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he spins past him and into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Rams have got it back.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Check.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LOD low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got the in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Chop bush, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yo. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to poof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now.